Hi there. This video is to help you interrogate SystmOne and in particular our systems and protocols and how they've worked on patients. Our systems use protocols a lot, and by and large we try and get them to put into the notes a bit of a sort of narrative of what they've done, fill out appropriate codes and explain what's going on. However, there might be times when perhaps a protocol's pinged up and a clinician said, no, I don't want this monitoring or something, and it wouldn't normally write something in. Or you might want to understand how it's got to that point and why it's done what it's done. A few years ago on the phone to TPP, I came across this protocols audit feature. You may be familiar with it. I wasn't, and most people I've spoken to weren't aware of it. So if you've got protocols on your clinical tree, you can come to here and you can see all the protocols that are available for this patient and crucially protocol history. If you can't access it there, we have put in our help template a kind of debug page where you've got all the possible status alerts that a patient's got. You've got all recoded entries, got all sorts of useful information if you really want to try and drill into things. And you can also launch this protocol audit and give it a few minutes to load because there's quite a lot in there. Now, what this audit will let you do is to pick a particular protocol. You can see when they were triggered. And if you right click, you can do view audit. Now, if you're not familiar with protocols at all, this will probably not make much sense. You probably need at least a basic understanding of how they work. But you can see these little numbers here, and you can see what steps it follows. If you hover over reports, it will tell you the name of the report. On questions, you can see what was displayed. And then here we can see what option was picked. If I'd picked no, then it wouldn't record anything. So it wouldn't be obvious in the notes that this had popped up. But clicking on this will let you find that and see that. This is a fairly small basic protocol. There are some more complicated ones. So for example, this one, BP enter and process average readings. This is a bit more of a beast. And you may want to sort of skip around a little bit and try and jump and find some of the numbers rather than trying to follow every single step. And you might just want to see what the outcome was. One other advantage of this is it also reflects how protocols were at the time they were launched. So, for example, where was it? There's some med monitoring checks protocols here. This is very much an old version. The latest has got a lot more information in it. Helpful to see what's gone on. It doesn't tell you everything you might want to know, but it's another useful tool in trying to understand how our systems work, how SystmOne works, and what's happened in patient records. Thanks.